Hi and welcome. Welcome back if you've been here before. It's been hard to channel the last few days. I guess that typically happens when the energies are intense or we're clearing density and there's more releasing or integration that needs to be happening, and we can't really tap in as easily. So let's see what message wants to come through today. I just reached for this deck instinctively, and right now the colors on the deck is standing out to me: the yellow and the green, which is solar plexus and heart chakra. And the solar plexus is, it gives sun energy, it gives vibrant, happy, it gives life-giving, confidence, bold. The contrary energy for that would be guilt, shame, feeling disempowered, and that's all energies we've been working through. And obviously the heart chakra is love energy, it's nature, it's growth, it's expansion. So let's see what comes through in the message today. Okay, first we have the number 22 card, which is a master number. Add some. Okay, so in this card, there's a girl here who's reading a book, but then she sort of gets the sense that there's some energies around her, some spirits, or she's feeling, sensing something, and this angel is kind of maybe telling her something. And then there's also ancestors here, and there's a man here as well. And this card is about trusting yourself to tap into energies and parts of your spirituality and the spiritual world, the energetic world, that you may not have been open to before. And the very fact that you might see something out of the corner of your eye, or your ears start ringing, or you get some sort of download of information while being out in nature, is a sign that your consciousness and your vibration has raised, and now you're able to tap into more things. And messages come through to us in so many ways. And when we clear fear patterns and old belief systems and lower vibrational energies like anger and resentment and all those things, we get more information, and information can come to us in many ways. She's not afraid. She has this curious energy. And if you are far along on your spiritual journey and you are already able to tap in and receive messages in whichever way, whichever clairs you access, there'll be new ways. And if you are beginning on this journey, knowing that there's nothing to fear and that you always have the power to say to the universe, affirm that you will only allow high vibrational energies into your mental body, your emotional body, your energetic field, into your physical body, that you do not give consent to any low vibrational energies, but you do give consent to your higher self or your team and spirit or high frequency beings that is sharing light energy, information, support and guidance with you for your highest good. And you can, if your ears start ringing, you can ask, what is the message? or what do I need to understand. I am open to receiving this message. And if you feel like you don't have the capacity, you are well within your right to affirm to the universe that bring the message to me in another way, in another way that I can understand and accept it. But if you are able to open up to different means of accessing, because this is what we are doing now. Earth has reached a place where we cannot only function with what we have been doing in the way we have been doing it, and we are vessels. We are spiritual beings, and we are housing energy. And the more we can access higher frequency energies and birth it and manifest it into this world and create something better, something different, the better the world will be. We also have the Seven of Roses in reverse, and this is the journey card. And usually I feel like this is a journey for love, being on a spiritual path, but embarking on it. And this being in reverse is saying to me, someone has arrived at a new pinnacle point, at a summit, at a place in their journey, whether that's your personal journey or your spiritual journey. Someone has arrived at a place. A journey or move may be delayed or cancelled. If you've been looking to change, expand, or diversify your work, now may not be the right time, but don't worry. You haven't lost the opportunity for new discoveries, new travels, and new places. It's merely been delayed. Be patient and attend to what lies before you in the present. Your ship will return again when the time is right. So yeah, what I'm getting is that if there's a delay, it's because the way needs to be cleared in a better way, a more efficient way, a healthier way, a happier way, a more aligned way. And the time right now might be to master something. And what I'm getting from the number 22 is mastering your relationship with yourself, but also your relationship with others, but in an energetic way, not necessarily in the physical. So if the next part of your journey is meant to be in a love relationship with another person, there might be a slight pause for you to, we can energetically connect with certain energies, and we don't realize how certain aspects of how we engage with people, how we relate to people, we can energetically shift that within ourselves by reflecting, understanding, maybe how you've engaged and interacted in previous relationships, and if you've been single for a while, how having another person in your life might change. And if you're open to that, if you're willing to be flexible, if you are able to have healthy boundaries, your relationship with yourself will dictate a lot about how your relationship with another person would be. And it's a time to just align with the highest version of yourself and the frequency of what you want to manifest, whether that is not necessarily a love relationship, but the energetic aspect happens before the physical aspect. So if you've been wanting to move homes, there might be some, your soul might need some rest, or your heart, your mind, your body, before all the busy work of needing to move. Or if you're manifesting a new career, there is some things in your subconscious that might be coming to your awareness, or some higher consciousness energies that's still integrating, that needs to settle and process before the next part of your journey. We also have the Five of Roses, and I'm noticing again lots of yellow and red. Red is root chakra, which is being connected and grounded to the earth, not being all up in your head only, but being stable, having a stable base from which you can move, live, act. And maybe grounding the higher awareness, the new higher awareness we've been receiving. In this card, it says the garden. There's a girl and a boy. The girl is using a magnifying glass to look at either the plants or the bird or the insects. The boy has, what do you call it, a catapult? So they're playing. So what comes when this journey finally moves forward is maybe a safe space for your inner child to explore, to learn, to play. This might even have to do with children. Finding yourself in a space where your children can be in a healthy, happy, safe environment. Fives are changes and roses is cups energy, emotions, relationships. Let's see what else there is for this message. Two children play in a sunny, lush green garden. A boy shoots a slingshot, while a girl next to him watches a butterfly in the flowers with a magnifying glass. If children aren't a part of your life already, this card could show their arrival. It could also indicate that your children, even adult children, could become more of a focus for you. There may be some concerns of their own. They may have some concerns of their own, but even so, opportunities for things to mend come easily right now. There also may be real change and benefit for one of your children who has made a special effort recently. This is a very advantageous time for your children. Enjoy it and help them enjoy it too. Okay. One of your children might be having a significant milestone, whether it's a baby learning to walk or saying their first words, or someone starting school or graduating or going through puberty, or older children becoming adults and having a significant milestone. Notice it and enjoy the transition, the change. Oh, so much yellow and red. Enjoy the change. These moments pass so quickly. You know, we might be looking too far forward in the future when there's a lot happening, whether you're just home on a peaceful Sunday or Saturday afternoon, or you're having supper at night with your family, or you're waking up and having breakfast with your children. There's something significant about this period. And even if you're single, your inner child and you might be bonding in a way. There's something about things being up in the air. Okay, so whatever the significant milestone is around children, these changes need to happen first. And almost once the change is complete, there won't even need to be so much analyzing, strategizing, careful consideration of what needs to happen next. It will almost just happen on its own. You know, like if your child has applied to different tertiary institutions and it's now the end of the year, you've done all the things, they've done their exams, you sort of just, instead of stressing about which institutions will approve them, how you're going to pay for it, you might need to just enjoy the time with them before they go off to college or university or move out or whatever. And then when you get the notification or it's time, what you need will be available. Give us some more, please. Archangel Raphael. There's a lot of angelic support right now. Okay, what I'm getting is that our heart chakras is going to help us manifest a lot. It might be a time now where physical action, tangible steps is not the main thing, although there are obviously things that we need to do in the physical and take action on, but it needs to be guided by our heart chakra. There's a pink light here and a green light here, and this is all heart chakra energy. And then there's a 8. Someone's child might be 8 years old, or there might be significance around the number 8. We need to let our hearts guide us, but I'm also getting with the pink, we need to let our hearts soften. And when things become mentally too much, physically too much, or even emotionally, there comes a point where you need to let your heart soften and really feel your heart soften and the energy around your heart soften, and the walls. Boundaries are healthy, but sometimes we put up walls that keep things out and keep things in, and we need to let those walls down and let our hearts really soften. If you've had to go through a period where you've had to be direct and decisive and take hard action and draw a line in the sand, that would have been necessary at the time, but now that you've done that, it's time to open up your heart again and soften your heart. Let's see what the message is for Archangel Raphael. The Archangel Raphael walks down a path and approaches you, sharing The Archangel Raphael walks down a path and approaches you, sharing his healing and uplifting light. He is a profoundly loving spirit who has an important role in bringing the Akashic power to you. The beautiful being carries the energies of love, family, miracles, healing, and blessed journeys. He can share all his intentions and experiences with you. I'm struggling to read. And more. Of all the archangels, Raphael most often comes in the guise of a human. This card can indicate that helpful others may be attending you now. It also portends a time of great achievement in your personal life, and Raphael is opening the door. Blessings abound with this card. There may be a renewal of a lost dream, a reuniting of family members, or a healing, perhaps of a physical condition or of a broken heart. Even if these conditions have been hanging on for a while, now is the time when you can really break through. Let Raphael be your partner in the process, and you'll soon see why they call him the miracle worker. Okay, that message was straightforward. There's definitely something happening around family and home, children, or inner children, healing our heart. The King of Scrolls in reverse. The King of Scrolls is, I think the King of Swords is like wise and analytical and a good communicator. But I'm feeling like it's not a time to be too analytical and to act like you know everything, to let your heart lead you. Because what you're navigating, you haven't navigated before, or not in this way. There are probably many variables, and you sort of have to go on intuition, instinct, gut feeling, and your heart. Follow the light. Like there's more light coming from this path that is the narrowest and the darkest. And many people have probably been up and down this path. Even the animals is guiding her towards this path. It's almost like your inner feminine energy or a feminine energy is giving you subtle hints, clues. The universe is directing you, and the most logical, practical way is just probably going to take you back to where you were before. The light of the world. This is usually about something coming to knock, an unexpected visitor, but it is in reverse. Something that might throw you off balance that you weren't expecting. It's about, see, this guy is busy here. He's just going about his daily life and doing some things in there. The cat's trying to get his attention, and it's like you've probably been focused a lot on the daily things, chores, the admin, the work, but there is some spiritual truths and aspects to pay attention to. There needs to be a little bit of a shift for a time to connect with your higher self and spirituality, your spiritual practices, so that it can bring you the wisdom, the light, the power, the energy that you need for whatever path you are going to take. And we need to open the door for the spiritual truths and wisdom to come through. It's like being open-minded and not being very fixed with your beliefs. At the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Forces, and we'll end off the reading there. We've just had an eclipse, and the sun and the moon here we are in between eclipses at this point. We have another one coming up. We had one on the 14th and we have another one coming up on the 21st of October, I think. So this period between these two eclipses, there's a lot happening, a lot of inevitable change, and we need to sort of find a balance in everything. It's feeling like everything. Rest and play and work and life and our spiritual aspects. The moon is like the feminine energy and the sun is the masculine energy, regardless of gender. This is intuition, this is receptivity, this is some things are born out of the darkness, and darkness doesn't mean bad. Inside a womb it is dark. Within the earth, in the soil, when a seed is planted, it is dark. But we also require the light, which we are drawn to, which helps us to grow and expand towards the light. And it's finding a balance between being all sunshine and rainbows and happiness, and looking at hard, cold facts and truths and difficult realities, but still being optimistic. It's about drawing on both energies. To create. This is a feminine energy. Queen of Forces. This might actually be you or a woman that will help you to bring more balance to your life. Sort of a balance between power and peace, creativity and receptivity, between receiving and giving, flexibility and stability. This can also be someone stepping more into their own personal power, but still being serene. It can also be somebody that in their line of work, they work in sciences, nature, global communication, something in energy. You might be this person, or it might be someone else, and this person might help you connect for your career, to bring new connections, for new opportunities, or just improve your life in some way. Okay, let's get an oracle card to close this off. Oh, clearly it's that. And this card has been coming out a lot. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive Head Soul Tribe. There might have been a lot of endings in relationships and connections ending, and new connections are forthcoming if they are not already starting. Trust the intuitive messages and the higher guidance that you get. And trust that all things are coming together, even when it seems like it's not, and things look like they're falling apart. They fall apart to come together. And then we have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Whether you see this as the earth's vibration raising and we are creating a new world, physically, energetically, spiritually, or this is your own world changing and creating a happy heavenly life. We are all in different places in our lives, on our journeys, and it's all valid and it's different, but we are aligning more to those that are on the same frequency as us. And that's not to say anyone is above anyone in any egoic sense. It's just together certain energies clash and cause destruction, and certain energies together are expansive and fosters new, better things, and that is what is aligning now. I hope you found this message helpful in some way. If you did, I would love to hear how this relates to you. If you feel open to sharing in the comments, otherwise please like or subscribe if you would like to join me again in another video.